Well, good morning from my view of the world's tallest sky coaster from my parking lot. I'm facing this way though, so I don't have a view of it from my room, but yeah, FunSpot is literally right across from the hotel, which I didn't know at the time that I booked it. So that's pretty dope. Also, this is a Disney Good Neighbor hotel. All right, all new credits today.
There's a better SeaWorld.
Heading to Manta first. Mine and Nevin's second B&M flyer. And I've heard it's better than Superman.
Wow.
It says it's a 30.
Wow, nice shark. Oh, big shark.
That was about 15 minutes, not 30. Gonna get a little wet, then hopefully dry off on crack, and hopefully we don't get too wet to begin with. That was such a cool ride. I mean, the dark ride portion in its own, like, I would have been fine if it was just that, but you know, then there was like the drop, like a log flume drop, and then you go up again, and then there's a little coaster section. So I was pleasantly surprised by this ride, and my feet are dry. So Kraken, we got second to last row, and that was honestly one of, if not the smoothest floorlesses I've ridden. We also dropped in sync with Mako for the first drop, and that was really satisfying. I don't know. I enjoyed this. You know, I probably can't do it more than 2 or 3 times in a day, but I'd be down to do it again if everything else doesn't hurt my head. Oh, this is nice.
It's not how to use it.
What?
Thanks, video. Please tell me you see the bug. He's the main character. Bem vocal. Yeah, but they want people to like go right into it. Like they go into it.
10-minute wait. Not bad. So we just did Icebreaker. It was incredibly smooth and a lot more forceful than I expected. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Now we are going to the Orca encounter.
Right now. Now, if you look closely at their tail flute, you're going to see a large vein. It's right on the surface, right in the middle. So that makes it a very easy place for our veterinarians to come by and take that blood sample. Now, we will actually do physicals on our whales about once a month and take those blood samples to make sure that they're staying nice and healthy. And you can see the trainers are giving them a nice tail rub down, and that's letting the killer whales know that they're doing that behavior exactly right. Exactly what the trainers are looking for. Now, what we'll do is we'll ask them to slide up on the scale. Their whole body will come up, but you're going to see a large portion is still in the water. So that tail has a huge muscle called their peduncle, and that's a few hundred pounds that's in the water not being accounted for. So to fix this, we'll just ask them to lift their tails up and out of the water. Just to get that accurate body weight. Now, like I said, we'll weigh our guns. That was pretty impressive, but Malia is going to show off a bigger, more impressive jump. This side of my audience, I didn't forget about you, so go ahead and stand up. Justin is going to show you the signal that you're going to get. You're going to point 2 fingers to the ground and shoot them in the air. All right, guys, ready? And go. Give her that signal. Perfect. Great job, guys. So like I said, Malia's going to demonstrate a breach. A killer whale will breach for maybe to scratch an itch, to let others know where they're here, or to announce their arrival. So here is Malia. What is it, everyone? Give a big round of applause to our killer whales. And of course, our audience volunteers. So as you just saw, killer
When you can't decide which pretzel to have, get one of each and split them all 3 ways.
They're just not getting on. Oh my goodness.
It looks like they put their second train on, so it's posted as a 20-minute wait, but hopefully the line will be moving a little quicker just because they're no longer on one train ops. This is Mako, by the way. Well, we were gonna do Infinity Falls, but the wait was 55 minutes, so we're gonna check back on that later. Did 2 more back row rides on Mako, and now we're at the Sea Lion and Otter Show.
Remember that lines are available until the park closes. So, if the lines are long, come back later. Or find a way to entertain yourself while you wait.
Everybody, this is Joshy. Say hi, Joshy. Hi, Joshy. Now, Joshy is being joined by Ovi Otter. Now, there is Ovi Otter. Ovi is an Asian small-clawed otter. They're very sweet, adorable, curious animals. Now, they walk in those little paws that are partially wet. You get a great look right up there. Those also help them swim and to hold tightly to objects.
I know, like the plan for the tour.
What was that?
Oh no, man, I just thought Joshy and Opie looked like best little friends.
I know, man, this segment's just beating right along, and he's on a roll. But you know what? I think Josh and Opie have an amazing relationship. They've been working together for a long time now. Opie looks small, but Asian small claws are the smallest of the 13 otter species. So even though he is tiny and adorable, about 8 pounds, he's full grown. Yo, let's have a nice round of applause for Josh and Opie.
Here's what I need for you to do. I have not had any luck with that otter yet, so I want you to check back here and let me know if you see something. While you're doing that, I'm actually going to help myself to a little refreshment.
Time to climb back in for your break. Points.
Oh, this is the worst day.
Marine Conservation Center. We hope you enjoyed your tour and your time with us. Now remember, when it comes to camping for oceans, if you all do a little, it can add up to a lot. And animals like Clyde, SeaWorld, and our Pacific Walrus can continue to thrive. Have a great day, everyone.
Is a song that he actually warmed up for. Yeah, we're gonna have some singing outside.
display's not working. What the hell was it supposed to be? Not bad. Fish.
So nice out.
You can see the rain.
But that big pond out there is us, just the highways right now. Oh, look, that's where we're going later.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see it.
Oh yeah, Disney's getting destroyed right now. Oh my, you can see the absolute monsoon over Epcot right now. Oh, there we go. Well, yeah.
Oh, okay, now it's nice again.
Hey.
I want to do the bull ride.
If we ever bring it way to the top, guess what? It brings you to the top. Man, because they do the wrong one. They
So I guess just a little update. It started like monsooning at SeaWorld at like 6, and you know, we know like most people run away, so if you stay once things reopen, like it'll be a super short wait. But you know, we were super tired and we had done everything we wanted to, so we left, took a nap, and then came to FunSpot, rode the world's tallest Sky Coaster, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the night. It's like 11 maybe. Yeah, it was a fun ride. I liked it. Alright, once again, sorry that I didn't really talk too much or even end the vlog from yesterday, or, well, this vlog, it's the next morning now. Like I said, I was with friends, and so, you know, where normally when I'm alone, I would, if I had a thought, I would just take out my phone and say it into the camera, and now, you know, I had people to talk to, so, some thoughts on SeaWorld. The park is beautiful. So we got there right at opening. We did Manta, which was my second B&M flying coaster. It was really good, you know, obviously pretty forceful in some places, and I can definitely see where if I tried to marathon it, I might get a headache, but I definitely think it was better than Superman at Six Flags Great Adventure, at least. Yeah, I enjoyed it. That being said, like, you know, it applies to the whole park, but I really noticed it with Manta, even with that being our first ride of the day. The music and just like the original soundtrack for the rides is so good. Like, I just enjoyed like jamming to the music. One thing that did suck, I mean, I didn't have to worry about it because, you know, I had like friends with me, like, they brought actual, like, drawstring bags, and so they had to get a locker. The rides did have, like, places to put your stuff on the unload side, you know, for the coasters. At least with the B&Ms. I don't remember if Icebreaker had them. But, you know, you couldn't bring, like, bags in line, you know, like water bottle, cell phone, fanny pack, hats, that kind of a thing. So, you know, I just brought my fanny pack so I wouldn't have to get a locker, but they got one. Just something to keep in mind, I guess. Next up, we went to Journey to Atlantis. Oh my goodness. I was so blown away by this ride. It's like half coaster, half like log flume boat ride. And both are amazing. Like, even the dark ride portion, like right at the beginning, before anything even happens, that's amazing. Like, again, the music, oh my gosh, we were jamming out the whole time. Yeah, that ride was a pleasant surprise. And, you know, I didn't get too wet. Like, I don't mind my body getting wet, but I hate when my socks and shoes get wet. And, you know, we ended up riding it twice, and my feet were fine both times. So then we went over to Kraken. Being on floorless, you know, I expected a little bit of a rattle, and there was a little bit of a rattle, but, you know, definitely one of, if not the smoothest floorless coasters I've ridden. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Didn't end up riding it again. You know, we just found stuff that we enjoyed more, and then, you know, we wanted to explore a little bit, but it was good. I wouldn't have minded riding it again. After that, you know, we went over to see the sea lions, you know, just stopped in for a hot second. They were adorable, as usual. Then we went ahead and did Mako. At the beginning of the day, they were only running one train, which kind of sucked, but at the same time, it was still just a station wait. We rode this, we ended up riding it 3 times, back row, all 3 times, row 7. This ride was pretty darn good. You know, obviously after just the first ride, you don't really have much to go off of. You need to ride it again a couple times to get some opinions. But so we rode it 3 times. Obviously there's a little bit of a rattle, but it was definitely less than Diamondback. So this definitely goes above Diamondback. In regards to Nitro, they're pretty close. They have a similar layout, save for the very end. In my opinion, the rattles were about the same. But I think just the theming of Mako and the park in general kind of pushes that above Nitro. You know, I feel like they're still pretty close, but I think Mako's going to end up being above Nitro. So then we went over and did Icebreaker. That was also a pleasant surprise. We only got it at once. We were going to do it again, but spoiler alert, weather started to come in. Yeah, you know, you look at it and you're like, oh, this looks whatever. But then those launches, even like the first 2 where it's not full speed, those are pretty forceful. And you're getting some ejector in some weird places, like places you didn't expect. And then obviously places you would expect. And it was incredibly smooth. Like, I was happy with Icebreaker. I would have liked to ride it again. It's fine. Like, I'm not mad that I didn't, but I would have liked to. We went and got pretzels from Mama's Pretzel Kitchen. They had 3 different types of jumbo pretzels. There were 3 of us, so we just each got one and split it 3 ways. We got the regular, the cinnamon, and the pepperoni pizza. All 3 were amazing, but I think that's the order from least to favorite. That I enjoyed them. The jumbo, like the regular pretzel, it was just missing some salt. The cinnamon, you know, added a little more flavor and it was a little softer. And then the pizza, you know, added even more flavor, and that one was even softer. So all three were delicious, but I think that's my ranking for the food. After food, we went to check out Infinity Falls. It was a 55-minute wait. We were like, hell nah. And we ended up doing, so after Icebreaker, we did the Orca show. I forgot to mention that. That was really fun. Pretty educational too. You know, they would show us how they would care for the orcas and like how they do their little checkups, you know, and we saw the same thing like with the dolphin show later. Like, it might look like play, and while it is play, but we're also making sure to engage them, and we're also able to like do like a health check, like a physical exam, like while they're playing or like doing such and such a trick. So that was cool. It was cute. They splashed people. It was funny. We went ahead and saw the sea lion and otter show. That was a fun little skit. You know, the dolphin and orca show were more educational. The sea lion and otter was, like I said, it was more of a skit, comedy. Like, there was acting and a storyline. It was pretty funny. Highly recommend. I also just love otters. And they brought out their walrus at the very end, so that was a nice unexpected surprise. Okay, I'm kind of jumping all over the place because I'm remembering things that we did after I've gotten past that point of the timeline. So somewhere in this mix, we ended up doing Journey to Atlantis again and Mako 2 more times. We ended up going to, I believe, I don't remember what the name of the bar was. It was right next to the Seafire Grill. I'll put the name in right here if I can find it. But I ended up getting the Miami Vice in a souvenir cup, which was pina colada mixed with strawberry daiquiri. Delicious. Yeah, I enjoyed it. No complaints. And then we went ahead and saw the dolphin show. Again, super fun, pretty educational. They're splashing people. They brought like a little boy, he actually was from Belize. They brought him up to actually feed the dolphin like on stage and do some tricks, so that was really cute. We also did the Sky Tower. When we were heading up there, you know, we kind of noticed like, yeah, there's the rain. You can probably see in the video, but like you can see the rain coming down. So we knew that weather was on its way. Right before the Sky Tower, we ate at Voyager Smokehouse. I wasn't super hungry at this point, so the boys got the samplers, and then, you know, I just kind of picked off of those, which they were fine with. So after the tower, we tried to go over to Icebreaker to get one more ride. We had checked on Infinity Falls. It was down, and then it was a 70. So, you know, that was the one thing we wanted to do that we didn't get to do, but whatever. And yeah, we tried to head over to Icebreaker, taking the bridge over the lake, but it was closed for, I don't know what, like they just close it for a certain period. Like it was closed from 5:30 to 6:30 or 5:30 to 6. I don't know why. But you know, while we were standing there like debating, do we run around or do we just take the L? You know, the park-wide announcement came on. All outdoor rides and shows have been suspended for weather. So we just went ahead. Right now it's about 5:30, 6 o'clock, maybe 5. We poked around in some shops. Yeah, I bought a shirt and some postcards. And then the rain started to come down hard. And when I say hard, I mean hard. It was aggressive. Yeah. You know, we were trying to leave, but we're like, you know, we'll wait for it to let up a little bit at least. And then it wasn't. so we just left anyway. And then we were trying to remember where the car was, and then so me and Matt ended up just waiting in the gift shop right outside the exit while Nevin went and found the car, and he actually found it on his first try, which was good for everyone. So, you know, Florida weather, storms are coming and going pretty much every day, especially in the summer. And they end up driving a lot of people out. So, you know, you wait them out and then stuff will reopen. However, we kind of like ignored that. We were super tired. We had been there for, at this point, like 13 hours. Not 13 hours, 9 hours. We had really done everything that we wanted to do except for Infinity Falls, and the storm wasn't supposed to let up for another 2 hours, and then it was supposed to come back like at 10. So we were like, you know what, let's just go back. So we came back to my hotel room, watched some TV, rested, went over to FunSpot for the Sky Coaster, the world's tallest, 300 feet, which is right across from my hotel, which is fun. And yeah, we rode that, and then the night was over. Thoughts on the Sky Coaster? I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed it. However, I know in the past they have like a target, like a bullseye on the box that you're kind of zooming towards when you free fall. That wasn't there. I mean, all these things aren't a huge deal, just things that I noticed. They also, you know, I know in the past they've had like an automated speaker, like, you've reached the top of the world's tallest sky coaster, 3, 2, 1, fly. They didn't do that. They just waved a checkered flag. Like, they didn't give us a countdown or anything. They just waved the flag. So I feel like that took away a little bit from the experience. I don't know if, you know, maybe the speaker was broken or something. Like, there's got to be like a good reason for that. So yeah, again, not a huge deal. I've also heard that it's supposed to be 8-second free fall, and you know, obviously the adrenaline's rushing, but it didn't feel like 8 seconds. But that's all. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I would do it again, you know, within this year. As a site controller, you know, I'm not going to pay $40 to get on a Sky Coaster. But yeah, it was loads of fun. So I'm actually about to eat breakfast and get packed up for the next day, which is today. So yeah, those are my thoughts on SeaWorld and the world's tallest sky coaster, and I will see you in the next video.